The presentation has to do with safety, of course, with a different approach, additional approach to shaping safety culture, behavior-based safety, and any other initiative that all companies are undertaking in order to have the better results. And what is that we want? The vessel, the company, any system cannot run, cannot operate efficiently without a team. So we want a team that is efficient and all the members of the team cooperate. And how the teams can work best? It's when all the members of the team feel valued. Here we can put two major issues, which is dignity and respect. These are fundamental for any member of any team, no matter where they come from, or no matter the nationality, no matter the mentality. So, what we don't want? We don't want behaviors that will break this team in parts, that they lead members of the team against each other. We don't want offensive behavior that will have members feeling between each other or against each other like they are intimidated, they are humiliated, they are degraded, they are offended. There are a lot of words we can use, but we don't want adverse outcome. We don't want somebody feel negative, feel bad against each other. This is something we don't want. There is guidance, there is always guidance. So there is the International Chamber of Shipping and International Transport Workers Federation, a guidance which coming to assist about this matter, and we can see two definitions here, the harassment, which is saying that it creates an environment with, it's intimidated, hostile, degrading, humiliating, offensive. Again, it's an environment we don't want on our vessel, on our system, on our company. And then, of course, it's bullying, which is what is the effect on somebody's personality. Somebody will feel threatened, will feel humiliated, intimidated, all this. There's always one member, maybe more, but at least one member that can destroy the whole team effectiveness or bond. So there we have to take care. We have to see what's happening, where this is leading to, and how can we avoid. We have different cultures, we have different nationalities, backgrounds, all that. And so they can be created, these so-called gray areas in the feeling of each one. And this has to do with how the others are treating each one. Somebody may use offensive language, they may use rude gestures, they can spread any rumors, malicious of course, and making advances. So these have negative effect. Most of the times they don't know. If they do it, the people that they do so, they don't know, or they, not to say they don't care, but they don't value what they do. We had an issue on a vessel, it was not offensive behavior, it was a guy, maybe it was my age and he could not hear so well, and he was putting the music so loud. It was Greek traditional music, laika, as we call it, but the whole accommodation was like a nightclub. And it's good if everybody wants to be in a nightclub, but what if somebody wants to take a rest, or to work in a laptop, or to speak with the family? So we had a lot of complaints about this behavior. It was not offensive, it was not rude, but still it was creating negative feelings. So everything has to be evaluated. So somebody may does it unconsciously, and then usually the ones who doing that, they can say okay, the others are sensitive, they don't understand the joke, they have a problem, the others, not me that I am doing something offensive. It's something that it's not well welcomed by the others. We make a joke. Okay, first time is a joke. If we repeat a joke on somebody, second time is, let's say, good. Third time, fourth time, sometimes stops being a joke. And the other feels I'm joked upon. And maybe others will start doing the same thing. And this person have negative feelings. We can find it on the vessel, we can find it on the company, we can find it in every system, everywhere that a team spirit is involved. It's also cyberbullying. It's a new term now by using the technology, using the new means, having the same outcome as it is when we face somebody and we talk to somebody face to face. So again, there is a lot of forms that all have the same outcome. All this, the mails, posting some photographs, decorating a photograph in a funny way of somebody. All this, and of course what we discussed before, the face-to-face communication or spreading rumors, again come to the same outcome. We don't want these affections on our crew teams. This picture says a lot. When we were trained, as we are coming from the sea environment and we're seamen, when we were trained how to navigate a vessel, we were always told, do not steer the vessel against the heavy seas, against the waves, because waves are crashing and they are putting a lot of tension to the hull, so we have negative results. The same thing now you can visualize if the vessel is a person and all the waves are coming and this is negative behavior by the others and humiliating, intimidated or whatever. He gets a lot of slumps, the person. Sometime he will crack. He may crack. We don't want that. We don't want to find out if he cracks or not. So what this behavior can create: stress, lack of motivation, reduced work performance, absence from duties. His mind may be absent-minded. He feels negative about another person, and eventually maybe they resignate. But before leading to this one, we don't want all the other before feelings and outcomes before, because all of this, the stressing, the lack of motivation, it's dangerous. So even minor offenses, even in the beginning, we have to take measures. We don't want to lose time. Now, somebody will say, and he will be correct, that it's another way to be harassed and it's another way to talk to somebody strictly because you have to. And of course, in an environment like it is the vessel, but also in a company, the environment is hierarchical. Also, it's disciplinary. We cannot change that. We don't want to change that. You have the master and senior officers. They have to give the orders. There can be disagreement. There is operational pressure. There is a lot of pressure on the vessel or in a company. The department heads, the people who have responsibility, they want to direct, they want to control the job. So all this eventually will lead to some argument. Will lead to somebody who will shout. But there is a way to do it. You cannot, in a moment that there is danger, tell to somebody, excuse me, with all due respect, would you mind stepping a little bit to the side because this is falling on your head? It's not that. You tell him, go away. Or I've told you many times, don't stand here or wear your helmet on anything. But this is not offensive. There is always a way to do it. Can be fair, can be strict, respectful, and just to show that that the order is given, maybe it's given in a high temper, a high note, but this is what has to be done. Now, as a company, what we can do about that? There is reporting, of course. It has to be reporting because people have to find a way to show this. And when there is reporting, the company has to deal with all these complaints fairly, confidentially, respectively, and of course in time. And we have to take care not to victimize somebody who is making the complaint, because otherwise nobody's going to make another complaint if they end up victimized. And then any report has to be investigated. And again, the company has to do it on a way that he can check both sides. The one who is abusing, the one who has a bad temper, and the other who is being offensed, who is complaining. We have to find out where it stands. It's not in the middle, it's going one or the other side, but we have to find out by looking all the details and not taking time, but not losing time as well. So, concluded, it's a risk factor. It's a risk factor because affects health and safety at work, affects the team. We want the team to be effective, as we said in the beginning. So as a good employment practice, we want our officers, our crew members, our members of the team, the members in the office, we want them to work free. We don't want them to feel unease, we don't want them to feel humiliated, embarrassed, and discomfort. And because it's a fundamental for everybody, the right to have dignity and respect at work. Thank you very much.